Hey guys, we just got back from our mostly October, started the end of September, mostly October trip. And unlike the trip about a month before it, we do have a pretty decent sized haul this time. We were there for Food and Wine, Epcot's 35th anniversary, and so we got quite a few things related to both of those that we're going to share with you today. So we're going to start with the items that we bought that aren't related to either Food and Wine or the 35th to begin with. So Brian got a few snacks from Japan.
So I've had these before. These are...
I've tried these as well. They're really good.
Yeah, these are bean crackers. There's like beans made in crackers. Never tried these, so I picked these up. Snow Pea Crisp, and they actually say gluten-free on it. So Corman might try a couple.
Yeah. Sure, why not?
Those are fun. And then Squid Pea Snack. That sounds interesting.
It does sound interesting.
That's always fun to grab a few different items off the shelf. Yeah, when you go there.
So one thing I had heard about was I love these Figment magnets that they had for the what was it called? Festival of the Arts back in January, February of this year. And it was kind of like Remy's Hide and Squeak or the Easter Egg Hunt. It was another one of those hunt and find. Yeah. And I heard through the grapevine, the Twitter grapevine, that they had them at the Imagination Pavilion for sale. And it was cool. They were still pretty much the same price they were originally, meaning they were the same price people paid for the maps to do the, find Figment. So I got those to put on our refrigerator because I love Figment and I love the reproductions of the various paintings.
Pretty neat.
Yeah. So on to Food and Wine. Next we got yet another, actually we got two more of these lanyards that have the $200 gift card on them for Food and Wine. And if you didn't see our previous video on the Food and Wine tips, I will link to that in our show notes. Or actually, I'll link to it right above Brian's head, not in the show notes. And you can check that out because I'm not going to go into detail. That pen he just showed actually comes with the sampler package, which we also covered in that same video. So just go to that video if you want more information on it. But it's a pretty cool pen. And then we got our new Remy button. This is for annual pass holders. It's free. They have it in the Festival Center. And we already got one when we were there last time, and since the month rolled over to October, we got a different one. Sadly, we're not going to be there to get the November one, but at least we got two of the three. So then, I'll just have Brian hold these up quickly. I'm not going to go into great detail. If you saw our previous Food and Wine video, again, which I previously linked to, we talked about these. You can get those if you're an annual pass holder with purchase at the 8 Food and Wine kiosks that are in Future World. And so, when you go up to buy your food or whatever, just ask for it if you're an annual pass holder. And they never asked me to show my annual pass. They went by, I have that little slider on my Magic Band, and they were fine with me showing that. So now on to the 35th anniversary stuff.
35th.
Yeah.
So I got the pass holder 35th shirt.
And we were actually there on Epcot's 35th anniversary, which was really cool.
Well,
it was cool to be there.
So I ordered this shirt hoping that it would come in time, so before our trip, so I can wear it on the 35th. Sadly, it did not come. So.
No, and he did that because a lot of times the merchandise sells out.
Yep.
And so he didn't know if it would. That one did not, but you never know, so it's better to play it safe. I like to try t-shirts on before I buy them because I'm so short, a lot of them don't look right on me, so I waited until we got there. So this was the one I got. It's not the pass holder one. I just liked it better for me. I think it is a cool design. I love Figment. And then the back has that, and it's a ringer tee. This is actually a men's, and it doesn't fit me perfectly because it's a men's, but it fits well enough, so I was happy with it. And I really wanted an Epcot shirt. I have 0 Epcot shirts, so I really wanted to add an Epcot shirt since I love it so much. Now I'll cover the free stuff that had to do with the Epcot. Do you want to hold that up?
Sure.
Festival. Or not festival, sorry, the 35th. So they gave those out for everyone coming into the park that day. And then they also handed them out. You had to wait and let them hand it to you.
This is a guide map.
And it's pretty elaborate on it. It unfolds all the way almost poster size and goes over some of the history of Epcot. And then it also had this times guide with different events that were happening that day for the 35th. So pretty cool. But what was interesting is you couldn't just walk up and get these yourself. You had to get them from a cast member. They were handing them out. They had them
on lockdown.
Yep. So also we heard pretty late in the trip, and I don't even think these were out on the 35th, which is a bit weird. I'm not sure. I can't remember. So don't quote me on that. I can't remember. Was it on the 35th?
The line was crazy.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Because I think we went back either the next day or the day after that. I can't remember. To get this. This was at Starbucks, and I'm sure you can see it. It's the Epcot 35. I do not intend. You can see the "you were there" type mugs behind my head. I don't intend to get the whole new set. I think that's one of those slippery slopes where you could just, every few years, Disney will put new ones out. But I did want this since it had the 35th on it, and it's a really nice cup, and I actually like how it's dark on the inside. Those are white on the inside, and if you drink tea or coffee in them, they'll turn brown. I like that this has a dark interior, and here's the box that it came in. Yeah, the box is cool, too. And then this was my prize. This was the only item.
We lucked out with this.
Yes. This was the only item I actually really, really wanted. Like, would have been kind of sad if I didn't get it. It's do you want to hold it up there? The Epcot 35th Magic Band. And we heard about it on WDWNT. He tweeted it out that it was available the day before the 35th at Mouse Gears at a specific register. And we'd already heard from some people they've been turned away that same day. So we really lucked out. We were able to buy it. And we were also able to get one for a friend. And so it was really nice to be able to knock this out and not have to worry about on the 35th because the lines were crazy. And I think it did end up selling out. The Magic Band, because there's only 3,500. It was a limited edition. And it does light up and make a cool effect when you use it to get into Epcot. And I noticed it on Figment as well, but I don't think it was everywhere. I think it was mostly at Epcot, like in Future World. And it said something, but I could never hear it. So if you know what it says, leave it in the comments. But it was always too loud for me to hear what it was saying.
I wish they would turn the audio up just a tad more on those because...
I agree. You can't hear it.
What's the use of playing the audio if you can't hear it?
Right. Yeah, I agree. And it came in this cool looking box. It even has all the different emblems. Brian has a t-shirt with all those on it. Really neat box. So that is all of our haul. It doesn't seem like a ton, but it was more than we usually get.
Right.
We're usually kind of conservative because we go often, so you don't, buy as much. But because of it being Epcot's 35th, and that's our favorite park, that bumped up the different souvenirs we got. So I hope you've enjoyed our haul. Thanks for watching. As always, we appreciate subscribes, likes, shares, and comments.